Hi, this is Rev Bev. How about a few good words about sex, and particularly the very best sex? Now, most of us would like to have more passion-filled and thrilling sex, but in the hookup culture, it's a little hard to find, and sometimes, even in our committed relationships, it is as well. Perhaps part of that is that we have not defined sex properly. If we watch too much erotica, we might get the idea that sex is, as one author said, body part A going into body part B. And historically, it only counted as sex if it leads to baby making and, of course, male orgasm. This, of course, leaves out all kinds of pleasurable sexual activity. It does not focus on women and completely leaves out those people who don't want the babies. So, if your definition is that, then it's all about getting off, and mostly about men. And I can pretty well guarantee you that if that is your definition, then boredom is just around the corner, and disillusionment follows soon thereafter. But that's a limited definition, at least for two reasons. Because first, it focuses primarily only on one gender, rather than on the partnership. And it focuses only on the physical and neglects the sex organ that really matters, the mind, ignoring the rest of the person. No, the really good stuff happens when we change from getting off to getting it on. And here's the difference. Getting off is where the body parts go. Getting it on is where the mind goes. Getting off is about getting mine, and getting it on is about getting together. Getting off means offering one's body to one partner, and getting it on is offering all of oneself, mind, body, and spirit. You see, getting off is ultimately a solo act, but getting it on is a dance of intimacy between mutual partners. Getting it on does not focus just on genitalia with the goal of orgasm. It uses the mind to get to an erotic connection. So getting it on sex is about creating an erotic connection for both partners, with or without orgasm, in a wide variety of pleasurable activities that may or may not lead to procreation. So, how do we make the transition to an erotic connection? Well, we have to be open to passion, or the experience of eros. You see, in Greek mythology, Eros is the god of passion, and Eros marries Psyche, or soul. The Greeks really have a truth in this story, for when passion has sex with soul, the offspring is named pleasure. So how do we get to the best sex? Well, getting to pleasure requires a passionate soul connection. Now, when it comes to passion, I'm afraid the church prefers to translate love as meaning of the Greek version of agape, or selfless love. And I think this is a rather anemic love compared to passion, or eros. In fact, I think God is more accurately fulfilling the definition of a passionate God, eros. The Bible indicates that God is passionate and longs to be in relationship with us, that God knows us intimately and longs to be known intimately by us as well. And God will do just about anything to get that connection, that soulful connection with us. In fact, in the Christian story, God risks taking on a bodily form, fleshly form, and brings all of God's self to our human experience, becoming vulnerable just to know us. To know. Like Abraham knew Sarah, and Isaac knew Rebekah, and David loved Jonathan intimately, and Ruth and Naomi loved each other deeply. God loves us in a passionate way. It is the heart of the religious story. And perhaps God longs to make love to us as well. But eros, or erotic passion, requires vulnerability, just as God models to us. And that's the difficult part. You see, offering just your body to your partner is much easier than making all of yourselves known. But the very best sex happens when we risk being fully present to our partners in the moment. No pretenses, no games, no expectations, just being fully present and risking. And when we risk, the erotic encounter may be playful or intimate or adventuresome or an expression of our commitment to one another. Erotic passion, then, is to experience the yes of life. And when we create an erotic experience or erotic connection with our partner, we are being yes to one another as well. So you can stick with your definition, I think it's limited, of body part A into body part B. However, why settle for getting off when we could be getting it on? This is Rev Bev. Remember, sex is good. Practice safe sex, and God loves you passionately.